Ah, the thrill of the dig. As we've seen in great films such as Jurassic Park, Holes, and others, digging does not have to be for a reason. Sometimes we dig to go deeper into the Earth's magnetic crusts. So, what is this digging everyone's talking about? What are the latest trends involving digging? Are football and other sports players and athletes getting in on the action? We discuss this and more today on our first episode of our new series, Digging in Nature. Hi, welcome to the inaugural episode of Digging in Nature. This series will focus on all things digging into the ground, and we may even venture off into other types of digs, including Armageddon, where an asteroid is dug into by scientists and oil drillers. But for now, let's start with the basics. Now that you have a good idea of what digging is, you're probably wondering, how do I go about my own digging? Do I need a shovel? What are some other tools I might want? This brings us to the most exciting topic of the night, hand digging. Hand digging is where you use your hands to pull up chunks of the ground. It's very easy to lose a fingernail or two, so make sure to wear gloves if you're trying to get into the ground this way. Digging is defined by the definition as break up and move earth with tool or machine or with hands, and also animals for paws. It is also similar to cultivate, etc. There's also push or poke something into, like pockets. It also has poke, shove, ram, thrust, and drive. We've seen the age-old ideas of metal detectors, where a middle-aged man is at the beach waving a wand around toward the sand to try to find gold, pieces of a lost ship, or even a dime fallen from a beachgoer's purse. Once they get a hit on their radar, they turn off the device and begin digging. But is digging only about treasure? Actually, not at all. Digging without purpose is one of the most natural part of the human existence. Sometimes you'll want to plant a new tree. When this is the case, you want to dig a hole that fits the type of tree you want. If you're creating a plain apple tree, measure out your hole to fit the width of the apple tree trunk on average, give or take a few inches in case of excessive growth. As you can see, you'll want to measure the spot where the tree will go in the hole, and then you'll plant the seed, and then at 17 weeks, you should have roughly the right diameter and circumferences for when you got the tree. But as you can see from this picture, there are definitely possibilities for air bubbles. And what these are is where the tree didn't fill the hole. So now all the roots are exposed and you have air bubbles. And trees, people think trees are oxygen. They're actually carbon dioxide. I do want to end this episode on a positive note, however. Whether you're using a shovel or pickaxe, or even your bare hands, digging is an adventure. And even though it might be fun to watch a machine dig up large chunks of land, that doesn't get to the heart of the activity. Think of butterflies. When a butterfly is born, it's a cocoon. But as it grows, its wings sprout, then eyes, antennas, etc. Eventually, the butterfly will find others of its own kind and fly together. They reach great heights. There is a heavenly feel to the growth and flight of butterflies as they tread air toward the skies. In next week's episode, we're going to dive deeper into one of the greatest mysteries of the dig, and that is athletic competition.